A sonogram pulses on a grainy screen, revealing two twin babies in the womb. But something's wrong. One twin turns wild, clawing at the other in a chilling nightmare. Fast forward to today, and we meet Maria, a 17-year-old high schooler, suffocating in a world of cold isolation. Maria is bullied at school and ignored by her broken family at home. Her life feels empty until one day, the girl in the mirror starts to move, talk, and come up with dark ideas. What makes a shy, broken teen become controlled by a cruel version of herself? What secret is hidden about the twin she never knew about? And what happens when her reflection takes over, causing chaos, betrayal, and bloodshed? Maria's life is full of silence and emptiness, like a scream no one hears. At home, morning breakfast with her parents is a masterclass in tension. No one speaks or connects. Her father, Dan, is a plastic surgeon obsessed with perfection. He barely glances at Maria, his eyes locked on his world of precision and control. Her mother, Amy, is a total mess, drowning in depression, suffering from disturbing nightmares, and intentionally ignoring Dan's affairs with other women. The house feels heavy with tension, and Maria is stuck in the middle, feeling invisible and unloved. While Maria steps outside, she lights a cigarette, her only rebellion against the weight of her reality. But the world beyond her doorstep is no kinder. A cruel classmate's teasing starts her day off badly. At school, Maria is an outcast, made fun of, and left out on the bus. Her so-called friend, Lily, barely tolerates her. Lily's everything Maria isn't. She is popular, confident, and glued to her boyfriend, Sean, whom Maria secretly likes. Watching Lily drape herself over Sean makes Maria feel a quiet, burning jealousy, hurting her even more. After school, Maria returns home to another heavy evening. Amy, desperate to fix her daughter's loneliness, pushes Maria to find a date for the upcoming winter prom, but Maria's had enough. She snaps, her frustration boiling over, and storms away from the table. Dan's voice follows, cold and cutting, labeling her an embarrassment, a friendless nobody destined to go nowhere. His words cut deep into Maria's soul, leaving her hurt. While Maria is alone in her room, she comes across an old sonogram hidden away like a forgotten memory. It shows two babies, twins. Maria is shocked because she never knew she had a sibling. What could this mean? She has no idea. Her mirror image moves on its own, a small twitch that makes her heart race. She wipes the steam from the glass, and there's her face, but it's wrong. Her reflection smirks, its expression twisted and way too real. Maria freezes, her breath catching, as she realizes this isn't just her imagination. The next morning, still shaken, Maria tries to talk to Dan, but he shuts her down, only commenting on her messy appearance. He tells her she looks horrible and orders her to put on makeup to hide her flaws. Maria was hurt by his words and quickly rushed to the bathroom. There, she saw her reflection again. It calls herself Aram, a dark, sadistic version of Maria who claims she's been there all along, hiding in every mirror, every reflection, watching and waiting. Aram's voice is smooth and tempting. She promises that she'll make Maria happy, give her confidence, and punish those who've hurt her. "We are beautiful," Aram whispers, her words wrapping around Maria like a spell, pulling her into a dangerous bond with her darker self. Aram's influence transforms Maria overnight. At breakfast, she's a new person, polished, confident, her usual shyness replaced by a spark that surprises her parents. When she announces she's attending the winter prom, Dan and Amy are surprised, showing approval for the first time in their cold home. At school, Maria starts feeling bolder. She walks up to Lily and Sean and asks Lily to teach her how to ice skate, surprising herself with the courage. But Aram is always there, watching closely. She sees how Maria feels left out and jealous as Lily and Sean show off their relationship. Maria felt the hurt of being excluded worse than ever. Later, Maria spends the day with Dan at his clinic, but her attention is caught when she notices one of his lovers standing too close to him. Dan's discomfort is obvious, and it only made Maria feel more ashamed. That night, Dan drops a bombshell. He calls it a birthday gift, a plastic surgery to fix her appearance and turn her into the perfect version of what he wants. His words hit her like a sledgehammer, crushing her confidence. Maria seeks comfort in Aram, whose anger quickly grows out of control. Aram vows to protect Maria and make everyone who's hurt her pay. Her soft whispers now filled with venom. Aram's voice gets louder, telling Maria she's special and deserves love, not all this pain. But everything changes at prom when Mark, the bully who's tormented her for so long, attacks her, leaving Maria broken and terrified. Desperate to escape, Maria faces the mirror and touches the glass. In an instant, everything changes, and she swaps places with Aram. Maria is now trapped in the reflection, a silent prisoner, while Aram takes over her body, her eyes filled with cruel intent. Aram is like a storm, bold, tempting, and completely without mercy. When Mark tries to bully her again, she turns the situation around, tricks him, and breaks his leg with calm and cruel control. And during skating practice, she gets revenge on Lily by making her fall hard. Lily's head hits the ice, and she dies instantly. But Aram does not stop there. She parties with Sean, drinking and smoking, enjoying the power she now feels. Later, when Sean gets a call from the police and tries to make her face them, Aram panics. She grabs a bottle and hits him. The hit was deadly, and Sean dropped to the floor. The accident leaves both Aram and the trapped Maria in shock and fear. But Aram keeps going, focused on getting back at everyone who hurt Maria. Her actions grow worse and more violent as she tears through the pieces of Maria's already broken world. Amy's nightmares, clear and never-ending, reveal a terrible truth. Maria had a twin, a sister who was killed at birth by Dan because he said she was deformed. The loss broke Amy, and her silent grief has haunted their family ever since. Dan's cold heart and Amy's hidden pain created a crack in Maria's mind, giving Aram the chance to appear. Aram faces Dan in his office, her voice calm but full of anger. She asks the question that has been haunting her ever since she saw the sonogram. Could he have loved her if she was deformed? Dan pauses for a moment, then admits he could never love a child with flaws. That answer was the final trigger. But deep inside, she feels completely empty. After the murder, Maria's presence in the mirror begins to fade, like she has been swallowed by Aram. Aram returns to Amy, standing in their broken home, but no one knows who is really in control now. Maria, Aram, or something in between. Their future is a mystery, a dark cloud hanging over a house full of secrets and pain. Look Away is a chilling story about identity, trauma, and the dangerous power of buried anger. Did Maria find freedom, or is Aram her eternal shadow, forever bound to her soul? What does it mean when the line between self and reflection blurs into nothingness? This twisted tale leaves more questions than answers. Subscribe and join us next time for another wild ride that will keep you up at night.